We could get that on there real quick.
Oh, would you like me to say that?
Yeah,
okay.
just real quick, just B-roll.
Certainly. My name is Jeff Spalding, Caracal USA, and I give my permission to use my name and likeness in your video.
Wonderful. Okay, we have with us today Jeff Spalding, Caracal. This is new, it's different. Tell us what Caracal.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about Caracal. Where's your name come from?
Caracal, the name derives from the desert cat, Caracal cat, the largest of the small desert cats. Very agile, exquisite hunter. They derive the name, or they use the namesake of the Caracal cat for the weapon system due to its hunting prowess and agility. They like to take that agility and adaptment to be able to get the feedback from the customers and understand the needs and react and respond efficiently, as well as the weapon system itself is extraordinarily agile and is a phenomenal weapon system.
I've been looking around since Monday with Media Day at the range. I was very fortunate to be able to shoot your products.
Absolutely.
This is something new, it's different, it's a new name, it's a new look, completely new design. I see a little bit of the old in the design, but you guys have completely revamped things. Can you, I fired this full frame model a lot during Media Day. I shot both the compact and full size, and I'll tell you what, I'm in love with this thing. The front recoil is nil, the muzzle flip is very, very slight.
We've done a lot to achieve that, let me tell you.
And the target acquisition time is, you stay on your target, you don't lose it.
Absolutely. And the way we've achieved all that, this is our Caracal F, this is our full size, this one's 9x19. We will have a 40 caliber available by the end of this year in the U.S. market. As you mentioned, the low felt recoil, that's achieved by a couple of standalone items that really set this apart from everybody else. We have a very high, deep tang. If you notice, you just look at it, it looks like your standard polymer striker-fired pistol. But if I lock the slide to the rear, and I take out the rest of the weapon, notice the slide. Very, very minimal slide. We've done a lot of work to reduce mass and weight from the slide itself.
It's got to be 30% less than even
very small.
A Glock.
Very small, very lightweight.
Yeah.
Okay. All in efforts to reduce felt recoil, as you said. Our bore lowered about 4 millimeters. Again, the lower bore, lightweight slide, the high deep tang brings the center of the recoil axis deep into the shooter's hand, allows for very, very precise weapon control and low felt recoil.
If you were to draw a straight line back from that muzzle, it's right back. It's back here in the web of your hand. I mean, it's putting it down into your palm. So yeah, that's why the low felt recoil. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So we have that coupled with the amazing trigger on the Caracal. Trigger is set to 2.2 kilos from the factory, which is just shy about 5 pounds. You'll notice, I'll run it with my left hand so you can see that. Press the trigger safety, take the slack out of the trigger. Slack is out at this point. From here we have 2.2 kilos of trigger press. The trigger will break at 90 degrees to the firing pin with no over travel. I'll add pressure to the break. No over travel, very clean. Reset. It's 24 Newton pounds on the firing pin spring. The reset is tactile, you can feel it in your fingertip. I tell you can hear it, but you won't hear it if you're downrange firing, but you can definitely feel it regardless. So I release the reset. It's right there, very clean. From here it's again 2.2 kilos press. Very clean break. Very clean, consistent trigger. That trigger coupled with the recoil reducing factors of this weapon make it an extraordinarily accurate, extraordinarily fast weapon, hence the name Caracal.
This has been an outstanding weapon. I noticed when I was firing both the full size and the compact models, like you say, when you depress the trigger, let's clear this thing, when you depress that trigger, if you don't let go of this travel right here and just keep that there, what little bit of muzzle flip there is, as you come back on your target, it's right there.
You reset,
you're right back on the break spot.
Ready to go, absolutely.
Pulling this off, they were asking me to shoot double taps on the range. Very controllable when I switch, and I switched to a target probably 10 meters behind. and pulled off 5 rounds rapid fire. It was right on. I pulled off, I don't know what that was, 30 meters probably, 5 headshots.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
It is that control, but it's really, really fast.
Absolutely.
Very impressive. Something new, something fresh at the 2012 Shot Deal. Show us on the, these are the full frames.
Sure.
And we spoke a little bit about the compacts.
Yes. Well, before we move on, this is our full frame. This is our standard sight system. It's a 2-dot figure 8 sight. Rear notch, fixed rear notch, fixed front sight post with the 2-dot figure 8. That's our standard sight configuration. Again, these are our full size. I'll move you down here. We'll take a look at our compact. Okay, this is our full size with the 3 dots. This is one of our sighting options. Fixed rear notch, fixed front sight post with a 3-dot sight system on that. This is the compact, again with the 3-dot sight system. Compact operates identical to the full size. There's no difference as far as manipulations go. Same trigger press, same takedown procedures, which I can show you right now. As a matter of fact, this uses the compact for a takedown procedure. Press the trigger, relieve the tension. Maintain a firing grip, the firing finger. You'll notice we have 2 takedown levers here underneath of the frame. Support thumb, trigger, add pressure down. You notice the slide move. The slide is now free to remove. From this point, you'll see we have a polymer composite frame. Within that polymer composite frame is a steel slide rod system. We do not operate steel on polymer, we operate steel on steel. This steel slide rod system is a modular unit. Should you need to replace or modify your slide release lever, change out issues or anything that needs to be worked on inside of the frame itself, these 2 push pins are pressed from the frame. The slide rail system is removed, springs replaced, changed, cleaned. Anything needs to be done is done on a workbench, not inside the frame. Reinserted, push the press pins back in, and you have a complete frame again.
Is the trigger group modular with the slide rail?
Yes, yes it is.
So everything comes out
correct
in one piece. We have trigger action and slide, and the frame completely separate. It makes it so easy to take care of, disassemble, and clean your gun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Following with that modular design, we have a self-contained recoil spring. Barrels are manufactured in-house, and you'll notice, looking on the internals here, our rear sight is 1 unit. Firing mechanism, the striker, and all of our block safety, drop safety, and firing pin safety is all one modular unit here. Should you need to replace extractor springs or firing pin springs or do any internal maintenance on the firing system, this is all removed in 1 unit. Worked on a bench, put back together on the bench, and reinstalled as 1 unit.
I noticed at media day at the range, this weapon fired thousands and thousands of rounds without any hits, giddy up, not nothing.
We ran 4,500 rounds through these weapons on media day without 1 malfunction. You'll notice our slide rails, steel slide rails, a little longer than what you're used to seeing. That's also due to, or incorporated, reduce that felt recoil and add to the durability of the weapon and the lifespan of the weapon. So that's our seat.
We'll show the difference here, just so you have a size comparison between the full frame and the compact.
Standard magazine capacity on our full size, the 9mm is 18 rounds plus 1. Standard capacity for the compact is 15 rounds plus 1. On full-size magazines, our compact will accept the full-size magazines, giving you an 18 plus 1 capability in a compact pistol.
Okay, now we're going to move on to something really new.
Yes. So you've seen our 2-dot figure 8, our 3-dot sight system. Now on to our quick sight system.
Really new, really different.
I'll use the compact again to demonstrate the quick sight system. Looking at this pistol, you'll notice there is no rear notch. However, there is a protrusion because of the modular assembly of the firing mechanism is all 1 unit. This slide has been balanced. There is a remaining notch here where the rear notch used to be in order to maintain balance and mechanics of the slide. You'll notice now we've moved the rear notch in front of the ejection